Today on Project Evolution. I'll never surrender. Freeze. Okay, I'm just kidding. So when I say surrender, I don't mean surrender, I give up, I'm done. I recently lost my dad. And for any of you that have ever lost a parent, you know that that is probably one of the worst feelings in the entire world. My dad was my best friend. He was everything to me. And now that he's gone, I kind of feel like I need to make this video for those of you that can connect with me and relate to me in the feeling of losing a loved one, because honestly, death is something that we have to deal with all the time as human beings. It doesn't matter the death of a pet, the death of a loved one, the death of your favorite movie star or author or anything to that matter. Death is a constant, and it's a reality that we have to face and we can never escape. And so when I say surrender, I don't mean give up, I don't mean lose hope, I don't mean anything that surrender is popping into your head. I mean surrender to an energy and a presence that is greater than yourself. Now, when I lost my dad, it kind of felt like some days I would wake up not knowing what was next, and some days I felt lost and confused. When my dad died, all the stuff I learned over the years, all the evolution knowledge and wisdom that I have gained over the years went out the window. It was gone. I felt alone and I was confused and I was a little scared. But the one thing that did stick with me was when I sat there at my end, tears coming down my face, crying because I didn't know what to do next. Something magical happened, a miracle moment happened, and it was that moment that I meditated and I prayed and I admitted to myself, to the universe, that I wasn't strong enough to deal with what had just happened. I wasn't strong enough to deal with the pain that I was feeling alone. And after I had went to bed that night and I woke up the next day, I felt like a big burden was lifted off of my shoulders, and that fear that I was feeling and that feeling alone, it left and it vanished, and I felt whole inside of my heart. Now, you remember being a teenager and you have your first boyfriend or your first girlfriend and you break up and you think the whole world is coming down, and that feeling that your heart feels, that it literally feels like it's shattered. You could feel the pain in all these different spots of your heart, and you don't know how to pick up the pieces or whether tomorrow's going to be a good day. And later on down the road, you look back and you're thinking how silly you were because how you felt that day. But in reality, that feeling was real. What you felt in your heart was real. And so I thought that that's how I was going to feel when I lost my dad. I thought I was going to have that shattered heart feeling. But the second that I surrendered, the second that I admitted that I wasn't strong enough and that I'm only human, was the second that my heart felt full. It felt like nothing could penetrate this heart. And even the pain of losing my father, it wasn't enough to shatter and tear me apart. It was enough to help me change and to help me evolve. And of course it breaks my heart still to this day to wake up thinking that I have to live a long life without my dad. I have to live for years and years without him until the day it's my turn to go. And the only thing that is holding me together and giving me the strength to even make this message for you is the fact that I once surrendered and I admitted that I'm not this great, powerful, divine being. I have chosen to be only human. And I have accepted that being a human comes with these emotions, these feelings, these setbacks, and they've pushed me beyond the limits. And so it doesn't matter what religion you believe in. It doesn't matter if you're atheist. None of that matters. What matters the most out of everything, is that you give in to your ego. You give in to that part of yourself saying, I have to be strong, and I have to be tough, and I have to be all these things, and I have to carry this burden alone, and I have to move on and smile and be happy because that's what they would have wanted. It's letting go of that thought, and it's saying, okay, sometimes I'm weak and sometimes I cry, sometimes I'm sad and sometimes I'm lonely, and sometimes I'm genuinely happy that I got to live another day, that I get to breathe in this fresh air. And surrendering was the key to my success in making it through all of this. And of course, it'll never go away. When you lose your parent, you know how it feels. That pain will never go away. But to have the strength to make it through another day, that's true human evolution. To have the strength to admit your faults and your weaknesses, that's evolution. Because never before have we had the ability to understand that it's okay to let go, and it's okay to be human, and it's okay to have imperfections. And so, if you're watching this video, I hope that Project Evolution has yet again helped shed some light on your life and has brought some joy and some satisfaction. And I hope you have a good day.